All right, so it's I'm wearing my unicorn sweater, woohoo, and it has a bell. So just to bring in some unicorn magic, because we just had the solstice yesterday, plus the I'm gonna turn this off because it's just binging. Excuse me, computer things. Excuse me,
Conjunction.
Conjunction. Yeah, thank you. I was just turning my email off because it was ringing in my ear. So we just had the conjunction yesterday, and thanks for the word, as well as the solstice. So we had all the days leading into the darkest day or the longest night of the year, shortest day, longest night of the year. At the same time, we had what they say was the brightest night of the year, because we have Saturn and Jupiter coming together. And for those of you that are saying we're going in the age of Aquarius, remember the words to the song are when Jupiter aligns with Mars, not Saturn, but who's counting? What's it? Just a planet. So FYI. So we have Jupiter and Saturn, two big old planets coming together, aligning with each other. And so and the combined brightness of their lights really lit up the sky in what they're calling the Christmas star. So the North Star, that what is taking me into my own light. And I love the idea of first of all, it hasn't happened for like 800 years. But the other thing that's so cool about it is these two massive points of view, Jupiter and Saturn, aligning. And when we talk about in yoga, we've got our solar side and our lunar side, and these two massive points of view in our bodies aligning into Sushumna Nadi, or that central channel. And what happens when those two massive dual parts align? Boom, a bright light. And that's exactly what that whole alignment was. So today's class, let's just feel that sense of these parts of ourselves, my yes side, my no side, my masculine side, my feminine side, my right side, my wrong side, my painful side, my not painful side, my straight side, my crazy side, my this side, my that side, my this, but whatever sides we have inside of ourselves, let's allow them to align and bring them all in this conjunction of brightness. And so from that point, your brightness may not be like this blatantly bright thing. It just might be a flicker of remembrance. So don't look for the big fireworks. And if you have them, great. But if you don't have them, great. Your fireworks might be the flicker of remembrance. And that's all the light you need to remember who you really are, what you're really doing here, and that you are perfect right here, right now. So just allow yourself to bathe in that energy for today's class. So let's go ahead and start on our backs. Hug your knees to your chest. I'll take my unicorn off because the bell does ring. I was wearing it this morning around the kitchen and my dog was following me saying, "Is that a toy? Are you going to play with me, Mommy?" It's quite adorable. Okay, hug knees into chest. And just roll a little bit side to side or not. Inhale. Exhale, bring your head towards your knees, just rounding your spine, feeling your energy condense into the light that you are. And then inhale, lower it back down. Exhale, slowly curl your head towards your knees, condensing that light. Really feeling your energy, pull it into you for nourishment. And then inhale, feel that breath and space around your light. Exhale, bring all those parts, those frayed edges together. Conjunction, convergence. Inhale back down. One more time. Exhale, bring it on in. As you bring it in, feel that sense of you're concentrating all those elements inside of you, and inhale back down. Left leg to the floor, right knee into the chest. Inhale, exhale, bring your head towards your knee. You don't have to do it like a sit-up. It's really about just feeling your energy expand and condense here. Okay, you can make it into a sit-up, but that's really not what we're trying to do. That's not what I'm trying to do. Maybe that's what you're trying to do. I don't know. If you want to, and you have got more flexibility in your hamstrings, you can put your hand on your thigh now. And if you can, straighten your leg or bring it a little bit more straight. Play around with that, just as an option for those of you that want to play with that. I know it's ageless, we usually don't do that. And then bring your legs down, everything down. Let it go, and then just really allow your belly to soften. Feel all those parts of you. In fact, even take your hands from your collarbones down your breasts, your ribs, into your belly, your hip bones, and your thighs. Just pet yourself. Just stroke that energy. Even take it from the back of your neck, down your throat, down your chest and breasts, into your hips and legs. Just calming that vagus nerve. Literally petting your fur. And you just got two sides, two hands, one hand per side, and you love them the same. And if you don't, pretend you do. These are your Jupiter and your Saturn. And bring your left knee in, inhale, exhale, bring it on up. And then inhale back down. Again, I'm feeling that condensing of my left energy, my left side energy, and back down. If you want to take your hand behind your thigh, leg can be sort of bent or all the way straight. Just take a few more of these. One more, I think, we'll even it out. And then lay back down. Take your hands behind your neck, so my fingertips are right on my spine, and then stroking down my neck, down my chest, my breasts, into my hips and my legs. Just petting. Can you really touch yourself with your own love? Can you touch the light that you are, the love that you are? And then let your hands rest on your belly for a moment and breathe into the belly. Cross your right ankle over your left, arms out to the side. Inhale, exhale, bring the legs up. And then inhale, left toe barely touches the floor. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, left toe barely touches the floor. Exhale, back up. Inhale, left toe barely touches the floor. Exhale, back up. Inhale, left toe barely touches the floor. Take your right leg and cross it all the way over. So you've got a more tight cross here. Keeping your left foot on the floor. Roll from the foot, your left foot, your knees over to the left. And then from your left foot, roll your knees back to the center. From your left foot, initiate that roll as the knees go to the right, and then roll. So everything is, the impulse is coming from your left foot. So feel yourself roll over the foot, all those nooks and crannies of your foot, as if your foot was shaped like a boat bottom, a canoe bottom. I'm rolling on the ocean of energy, this ocean of prana, rolling, floating my boat, whatever floats my boat, I guess. Really going from side to side, and then coming back to the center. Undo the legs and take a moment and feel. Cross your left ankle over your right. Inhale, exhale, bring your legs up to your body without using your arms. And then inhale, right toe barely touches the floor on the way down. Exhale, back up. And then inhale, back down. Exhale, back up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, back up. Let that inhale really support your vertebrae. Let's do one more. Exhale up. Feel that inhale supporting the length of your spine. Foot flat on the floor. Cross the left over. Now feel your right foot. You can tap your right foot and your right heel just to make sure you know where your right foot is, the one that's on the floor. And then from the impetus of your right foot, roll the knees to the right. Impetus of the right foot brings your legs back to center. The emphasis of the right foot pushes your legs to the other side. And the impetus of the right foot maybe pulls your legs back to center. So feel that canoe as you go from side to side, riding the waves of who you are in this ocean of energy. And remember, you are an ocean of energy in and of yourself. You've got waves inside of you. and those waves inside of you converge. Also, those waves inside of you ride on top of the waves outside of you, this prana bath that we live in, this world that's full of cycles and waves. The solstice was one of the end points of a cycle, if you can put an end point on a cycle. It was an end and a beginning, or a beginning and up, or an end. Moving your legs back and forth like this is a cycle. Finish the round that you're on. Come back to center, undo the legs. Take a moment and feel. Inhale, exhale. Now feel that breath from your sacrum out your tailbone, just a little pelvic tilt, and then inhale back up. And exhale, feel that empty, that letting go through the legs all the way down into the feet. And then inhale, bring that energy back up through the feet, back up into you. Exhale, let the energy move down, out the tailbone, out through the feet, into the earth. And then inhale, draw that nourishing energy up into you. So exhale, as your tail moves up and the energy moves down, to let go. And then inhale, receive, softly receiving. Exhale down. Inhale, softly receive just what you need to nourish, to heal. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We'll do one more and just stay in a little baby bridge. Could be in whatever size bridge you like. If you want to go more, use your upper arms to walk in towards the body. Maybe clasp your hands or just bring your arms in towards your body, pressing down with your upper arms and your feet, allowing there to be no strain or work element or a lot of effort in your back muscles. Come down a little bit if you need to, but your spine hopefully is this bridge, this fluid, and we can actually use this bridge between 20 and 21 if we want to play that game, or this bridge between dark and light, or that which connects these sides of myself. And inhale, come back down. Breathe into your back ribs and fill them like balloons. Let the expansion of your back ribs really open and widen. Take your arms over your head. Clasp your left wrist with your right hand. Extend your right leg down, and then take your body over to the right as you're on the floor. I'm not rolling onto my side. I'm staying pretty flat. If you want to lengthen both legs, you can get a little bit more stretch and even walk your heels in towards to the right to make a little crescent moon here. If that's too much, you can go back to variation 1 where your left foot's flat on the floor, right leg's just down, and you're just allowing yourself to breathe in to the lower lung lobes. Really breathe into those ribs. Let the lungs expand the ribs to widen them in a very voluminous balloon-like way. Inhale, come back to the center, and everything rests down into a mini shavasana. Notice if you feel any movement of energy, any relaxation, any letting go. You can start by placing your right foot on the floor, arms over the head. Clasp your right wrist with your left hand, and just let the breath, as you inflate your lungs, let them expand that rib cage in a very, like you're putting a balloon inside a mold. So make sure you're getting to the back of your rib cage as well. For those of you who would like a little bit more, extend both of your legs long, so you're feeling it right across that front of your hip joints, or even more, you can walk your heels to the left, making a little baby crescent moon here. Allowing that breath to move into those lower right lung lobes, making your rib cage on the right side a nice big balloon, so it's round on all sides. The front, of course, is going to be the easiest one, possibly to the side, but also the back and also the side that's in the inside of you. And then if you're And coming back to variation one, and then inhale, bring yourself back to the center and release and feel. Gently allow your head to roll side to side, draining your brain. Each time you roll the head to the side, you're passing through that alignment, through that convergence of center line. And then roll over onto one of your sides and come up onto all fours. Curl your right toe underneath. Inhale up and exhale, slide back, stretching out that right foot. Inhale back. Change and curl the left toe as you exhale, sliding it back. Inhale up. Curl that right toe under as you slide back, just opening up the bottoms of the feet. Inhale up. And then exhale, curl and slide it back. Inhale up. Curl that toe under. Inhale up. And exhale, slide it back. This time, inhale up. Curl your right toe under as you exhale back. Now your right toe's curled under, so lift your left arm up and then open the body. Exhale, hands down. And then inhale, come back up. Change the feet. Exhale, curl the left toe under, slide back. Lift the right arm up, inhale, open it up. And then exhale, hand down, and inhale, back up. We're gonna do that again. Really opening up the rib cage. Curl your right toe under, exhale back. Inhale, left arm up, feel that roundness of your rib cage opening. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up. Last time, curl your left toe under. Right arm comes up, inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale up, curl both toes under. Slide, stretch out both feet. So that space in your lower back ribs, right where your kidneys are, up to behind your heart. So really opening up that space from your lower back ribs all the way to that space behind your heart. Just breathe, put some breath in there, breathe into your ribs to allow as the ribs open, it lengthens your spine. And inhale, come up. If that was intense on your feet, tap your toes out. If it wasn't intense on your feet, tap your toes out. It feels kind of good. Wiggle everything, shake it out. Shake it out. And then let's come up to standing. Yay. Exciting. Take your legs wide-ish. Rotate your right leg out, left foot in. L's in the hip crease. Inhale, feel that orientation of your back heel into your right heel into your right sit bone, the orientation of your left heel and your left sit bone, and the tailbone right between. So you've got your side, your planet, and then the alignment, the convergence in the middle. Inhale, exhale, bend that front leg. Inhale up, and then exhale, slide and glide it over into triangle pose legs. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, slide and glide. Inhale up. Put your hands on your rib cage if you want to feel a little bit more breath, a little higher up right where your diaphragm is, and feel yourself just really supporting the breath as you breathe into your hands. Now, for some of you, for your shoulders, it's going to feel a little bit stressful, so keep your arms lower if necessary. But if you can, place them up on your lower ribs. And really feel yourself breathing into your lower ribs, allowing this pancreas area, stomach, pancreas, spleen, liver area to be floating a little bit more. And we'll do one more. Breathing in to this whole circumference here, and then exhale, slide it over. Inhale up, walk the feet together, stand, close eyes, just take a moment and feel and see where is there more freedom, where do you sense some change? Is there something that's willing to be different for you now? Take the legs wider again. Doesn't have to be too wide. Rotate your left foot out, right foot in, L's in the hip creases. Let's just take one to give some love to the lower region here in the hips. Inhale, exhale, bend that front leg. Inhale up. And then from there, exhale, slide and glide it over into triangle pose legs. Feeling a nice, soft, lubricating aspect here in these hip creases. Take one more just that way. Now expand that breath from that lower pelvis up into the waist or the lower ribs. You can put your hands here. You can move them around here. But then find a place when you actually breathe in, you can feel them widen. Exhale down. And as I inhale, really feel my ribs widen. And then exhale, really lengthen. I can actually use my hands to help me feel like I'm pulling my rib cage. I'm not really pulling it, but I'm giving it that fascia idea of moving upward, up and out of my pelvis. As my pelvis moves down to meet my legs. I allow my rib cage to move up and out of my pelvis, allowing my pelvis to move down to meet my legs. I'm going to say that one more time. Allow the rib cage to move up and away from my pelvis, up and out. And allow my pelvis to move down to meet my legs. This is the last one. Come on up. Rotate the feet in. Slowly bring your legs together. Stand, and you feel a little taller, a little lighter, a little more radiant perhaps, as those two sides come together. Great, let's go ahead and take our little sun salutes. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, slide down, chair pose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, clasp the hands behind you, open the collarbones. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend the legs, come forward. Release the arms down. Inhale, come up to chair. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, float the arms down. Take a moment, do a little side to side wiggle. Shouldn't kind of move things around. Once again, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale, back up. Float the arms down. If you can clasp your hands behind your back, groovy. If not, don't. Inhale, open collarbones. Exhale, bend, cascade forward. Release the arms down. Inhale, come up to chair. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale, all the way back up. Float the arms down. Again, inhale, up. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale, back up. Float the arms down, clasp the hands behind you. Inhale, open those collarbones. Exhale, cascade forward. Release the arms down towards the floor. Inhale, come up to chair. And exhale, come down, hands to the heart in prayer. Stay in chair pose if you can. Inhale, exhale, press through the hands. Bring your fingertips into a little fist. Stretch your fists down, fingertips to the floor, and scoop it back up. Flip, so your wrists are to the ceiling. Fingertips into little fists, fists to the ceiling, fingers to the ceiling, and scoop your hands down. Flip your wrists. Curl into a fist, drop it down and up. Flip, fist, fingertips to the ceiling, and down and over. Bring your wrists towards each other. Cross your right arm over your left. Give yourself a hug. Now I'm still in chair pose here. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to round my upper back and bring my tail towards. I'm actually going to round myself a little bit here. I'm going to neutralize that as the tailbone draws down. My pelvis moves towards my legs. My rib cage moves off my hips. I straighten my legs, lift my elbows a little bit to the ceiling. And then from here, I'm going to move my arms straight out. Releasing that energy, saying, here I am. And there's my texture. Here I am. And yes, that's the confirmation. Float the arms down. Take a moment and feel. We'll do the other arm in a minute. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart in prayer for chair pose. Press through the wrists. And this time we're not going to do the fists. We're just going to flip the wrists up, flip the wrists over. So we're just going to rotate gently from these little whoop, 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 whoop. This is my light coming out from planets. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We're just going to whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm sort of like a little lighthouse. These little lights going whoop, adjusting the dials of my lights maybe. Be soft in your shoulders. Let it come from the light of your hands, moving your shoulders. Okay, good. And now bring your arms together. Left arm over right. Give yourself a big hug. Inhale here. This time, exhale. Go ahead and bring your tail forward. Really opening up that back. Now draw the tailbone not in, but let it go neutral. So it's going to go back on that back diagonal as I bring my arms up. I'm not arching my back necessarily here. Bring my elbows up, straighten the legs. And from here, I'm going to not go over my head. I'm going to go out. Feel that energy. Float the arms down. Take a moment and feel. Great. Okay, from now, let's go ahead and I'm just going to turn my phone off because I just don't know why I didn't do it. Clearly, I have not a brain to take. Well, I do. It's just a different kind of brain. All right. Let's go back to the floor. If you have a strap, you might want one. And if you have a block or a foam roller, you might want one of those. We'll see when we get here. If it's possible for you, lay on your bellies. And extend. Now, if you're not laying on your belly because it's uncomfortable for you today for any reason at all, just do some dynamic bridging on your back, okay? Play around there. Otherwise, you're on your belly. Walk your toes out away from your belly button, and then walk your fingers out away. So you're making yourself as long as you can here. My head's up so you'll hear me better. And now breathe in to these lower back rib areas. Inflate your lungs. So as you breathe in and open that rib cage, you're feeling actually space happening in your back here in the back of your lungs. So inhale, open. And then just exhale all that stuff out through the front body. Maybe it's going to go out your tail, maybe your fingers, maybe your toes. You've got a lot of options there for letting go. So inhale, feel that space in the back of your kidneys, in the back of your ribs, behind your heart, and then exhale, lengthen. Feel not because you're working hard, but just because you did that. And then once again, inhale. And then exhale. We're going to incorporate that into this series now. As you inhale, bring your arms and legs up. Exhale, keep that length as you sweep the arms by your side. Inhale, arms back. And then exhale, lengthen as you come down. Before we do another one, breathe into your ribs. Inhale. And then exhale even longer. And now inhale, arms and legs up. Exhale, swim back. Inhale, arms back over. And lengthen down. Even longer. Breathe again into those ribs. Exhale, last one. Inhale, come up. Exhale, swim. Inhale, arms over. Exhale, down. Inhale, breathe into the lower ribs. The middle back, behind the shoulder blades, behind the heart, and then exhale. And then just gently roll over onto your back. And take a moment and feel. Just experience your own energy here. All right. So let's go ahead and there's so many things I'd love to do. I want to also give us a nice juicy Shavasana meditation today. So if you've got a chair, I'm going to show you with a chair. I think I showed this a couple weeks ago. You don't have to use a chair. This is just if you have one, how to use it. You can also use a wall. So feet flat on the floor, knees to the ceiling. You're going to cross your right ankle over, and we're coming up to through the whole pose. You can either hold it with your strap or your hands, or it can be quite delicious to just put your leg up a chair here and hold it like this. Especially if you've been under some stress, if your back is feeling really tight, if there's just things that are really happening that, you know, I need to move some energy in my pelvis because I've been sitting or I've been stagnant or stuff's going on, but I need more support. This is a great way of doing it. Then you can always just slide your foot that's on the chair closer and closer to you to bring that foot towards your body, towards your leg here. At this point, you've got this right foot here, and you can massage that kidney 1 point, which is we talked about, I think, last time, right here in the foot. If you're pregnant, don't do that. Don't massage the kidney 1 point. It's contraindicated for pregnancy because it does bring a lot of apana vayu down, a lot of descending energy and letting go energy. So just massage that with your hands if you want to. If you're not massaging it because you're choosing not to, that's also fine. Just there you are. And then take your left hand to the right hand, making a little hole here. Remember those little whoop, whoop of light? Make a little cup here and just kind of slap your kidney 1 point. It's called cupping. And sort of like the fire of your heart is meeting the water. So you're really just allowing yourself to melt some of those channels of fear or frozen or where we freeze in our life for whatever reason. And then release. Inhale 4, exhale 4. This chair can be a bed also, or you can put, this could be also a wall here. And then release and come down. So your feet flat on the floor, or laying down in Shavasana, or if you've got a chair or a wall, your legs are either up the wall or just resting on the wall, or they're resting on your chair or your bed. Let that energy move up and down your spine. Feel it. Where is your energy flowing? Or don't even think about it. Just let it flow. Cross your left ankle over your right. You can bring it up as far as you want to. You know, we're usually taught to keep our hips on the floor and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And we're told not to lift our hips here. And, you know, there's a reason you'd want to lift your hips and there's a reason you'd want to keep them on the floor. So they both do different things. They both give you different results. So I'm not going to explain like what those results are, but it's not necessarily bad to lift your hips, by the way. Okay. So go ahead and massage kidney 1. If you're doing that, again, contraindicated for pregnancy, which doesn't mean you can't give yourself a nice foot massage. Just, you know, it's not consciously going in and manipulating this unique point. If it's sore, it's kind of good that you're getting in there. Just roll, do it in a circle too. And then cup your hand. So fire meets water. Traditionally, they say do it in multiples of 9. A Qigong master said, if you do it 99 times, it helps with hot flashes. I haven't actually given that a try, but start small. Don't do 99. I haven't been counting, so we may not do exactly multiples of 9. No harm shall come of this, because I'm not a Qigong master. And then release, and then just stay here and breathe. Inhale 4, exhale 4. And then release. Either rest your feet flat on the floor, knees to the ceiling, or mini Shavasana, or Supta Baddha Konasana, or your legs are up the wall, or they're resting on your chair. One more thing before we move into Shavasana and Pranayama meditation. What we're going to do is supported shoulder stand, and you can do Viparita Karani, and there's many versions of this. You can just do legs up the wall. You can just do legs on the chair, as I was showing you before. You can also put I'm sure you've seen it before, where you elevate your hips on a block, which I'll demonstrate right now, in case you haven't seen it before. You just never know. Or what I've recently discovered is if I take a foam roller and put my hips on there, first of all, it's kind of round, and I kind of like that, because I can adjust it. It's not stabbing into my bones in a way. And I don't know, it just sort of fits my curves really nicely. I feel like I have more freedom in my hamstrings for some reason. I don't know why it works exactly. I haven't really analyzed it, but it's just an option if you want to give it a shot. Either that, or you can just take legs up the wall. It should be easy. If your hamstrings are tight, feel free to bend your legs. Find a place that feels effortless to you. If you can keep your legs slightly bent, even better, because we're going to be moving the energy from the crown out the feet. So once you get there, make sure you're steady and comfortable. There's an ease to your body. If you're just working on maintaining the position, then do your best to be soft in your mind. Once you've gotten soft in your mind, go ahead and inhale through the crown, heart, belly. Exhale, root, knees, feet. Inhale from the top, crown, heart, belly. Exhale, root or pelvic floor, knees, feet. I'll say it one more time, then you're on your own. Inhale, crown, heart, belly. Exhale, root, knees, feet. Feeling that from above, that star, your North Star, pouring light into the top of your head, informing your crown, your heart, your belly, and then letting that energy excavate you, clean yourself out from taking out the root, out the knees, out the feet. So really stripping your body of expectations, of attachments, of old thought forms, just of old maybe pains, types of energy that are no longer serving you. Just creating a nice space inside of you. Space with that light of remembrance, that light of alignment, light of your North Star, the light of your guide, which would be you, by the way. Stay there a few more minutes and I'll be quiet now. Maybe not a few minutes, but a little longer. Then slowly coming out of the pose. So wherever you are, if your feet are on the floor, just slide your knees down and roll to the side. If your legs are on a chair, just going to pull them off and roll to the side. If you're on a block or the foam roller, bend your legs. Remove your apparatus. Just take a moment and feel your energy. And then to acknowledge, in the spirit of acknowledging all the sides of ourselves, let's go ahead and roll over onto your right side. If you can go long like a pencil, that's fine. If that's totally uncomfortable, just lay. However, it could be a little bit challenging, but you don't have to make it challenging. Just allow all that is right inside of you to drain out, all that is righteous, all the times you prioritized being right over being happy. Just let all that drain into the earth. And roll onto your belly if you can. Just so your front body has come. If you don't want to put your belly on the floor, you can bring your knee up here and the pillow here. So the idea of letting my front be supported, letting all that which is my persona, all that I lead with. Who do I meet the world with? My masks, my personalities, just let those relax and drain into the earth. Like clothing that I don't need right now, like coverings that I don't need right now, facades or protectors that I don't need in this moment. You might need them later. That's okay. They're not going anywhere permanently. You still have access to all of you. But let that need to perform, that need to know, that need to do, let that go here. And surrender to being. And then roll over onto your left side. Letting all that's left inside of you contact the floor and drain. All those parts of you that anything that's left, anything's left over, left behind, any part of you that feels left out, left alone, left holding the bag, any part of you that feels like you're out in left field. Just let that go. And then roll over onto your back for Shavasana. Make sure you're comfortable. And just feel your right foot contact the floor. Your right knee releasing. Your right buttock and hip releasing. Feel that line of that foot, knee, hip, releasing into your belly. Left foot releasing. Left knee releasing. Left hip releasing. That line from the foot, knee, hip, meeting the belly, releasing. Feel that energy from both feet up to the belly and from the belly down to both feet. Flowing, breathing, cycling. The cyclical nature of you, of breath, of life. And now bring your attention to your right hand, releasing, letting go of anything you think you have to handle. Your right elbow, releasing. Your right shoulder, releasing. Now feel that line of energy from your hand to your elbow to your shoulder, releasing, pouring into your heart. Releasing. Moving your attention to your left hand, letting go anything you need to handle from the left. Left elbow, from the hand to the elbow, releasing. From the elbow to the shoulder, releasing. From hand, elbow to shoulder, into the heart, releasing. Now feeling that connection between your hands, your two hands moving into your heart, and your heart expressing out through your hands. And just feel the rhythm, the cycle, the breath, the dance of that energy. And now feel the whole right side of your body, the whole right side of your face, neck, shoulders, arms, torso, legs, hips, feet. Releasing. And now the whole left side of your body, face, nostrils, neck, throat, shoulder, arm, lung, chest, torso, hip, leg, foot, releasing. Whole left side. And now bring your attention to the place inside of you that is neither right side nor left side. Where is that place where there is a joining, a conjunction? Where is that place that's neither right nor left? It's neither right nor wrong. That's neither you nor me. The place where we all align. That brightest light. Because when all align, all show up, all lights show up, it's not about one outshining another. It's about we all shine. So it's brighter. Feel that now radiating through your body as you become that North Star, that Christmas star, that guiding light, that beacon. And bask in your own light. As we all bask in the light of self and other. No greater than or less than. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and release. You gently wiggle your fingers and toes, sparkling stars that you are. Slowly roll your head from side to side as feeling your brain soft, released, balanced, emptier, more space for listening or being. And then roll over onto one of your sides into a loose fetal position. And eventually make your way up into a comfortable seated position for a very short but potent closing. If you need to pop off at any time, please do so. But I would love to give us the luxury of taking a moment to find some light inside while seated. Once you find your seated position, please take the time you need. Bring your attention to your root. Feel the light literally at the end of your tunnel. Feel yourself supported by that light, by that root. or by that dark that might be your root. But the support nonetheless. And move up to your belly, finding that fire, that passion, that will, from a place of alignment where we all get to shine instead of one needing to shine brighter than the other. So instead of a place of dominance or greater than or less than, a place where we all benefit from the lights that surround us as well as the light inside of us. And from that place of confidence, we move up to our heart. And feel the lightness of being, of unconditional love. And then moving up to the third eye. You feel that breath move up the nostrils into the light of your third eye, and exhale from the light of your third eye down the nostrils. Softening your brain around the third eye. Letting your light have a place to express. Relaxing your brain, allowing your light to fill those spaces effortlessly, gently, lovingly. As you feel all sides of yourself now, in the conjunction of you, shining the perfect amount for you. From here, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin down, feel your light shining towards your own heart. Shine a light on your feet, on your legs, on your root. Bring your palms up to prayer pose. Touch them to your forehead and feel that light. Infuse your palms, infuse your heart, and then from there, start rubbing your palms. Really shining it up, feeling heart-hand connection. Placing your hands over your heart to start and just really allow yourself to feel that light flooding through your body. Rub your arms, rub your legs, rub your palms again. And this time, bring your palms towards your face, giving yourself a light from your own hands, facial, dissolving tension, stress. Rub your third eye, your forehead, draw your hands down your throat, back into the heart. Hug yourself. This is me hugging you, you hugging me. I do love these hugs. Rub your chest, your breasts, your pelvis, your legs, and then tap the floor a couple times. Boom, boom, boom. Rave to the sky, yay, yay, yay. Tap the floor so you're really feeling the earth and taking it up, yay, 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 to the sky. It's just, you are here in the center. You are the heart chakra of your universe. Thank you so much for joining me. It's my honor, my privilege to share these teachings with you, share this space with you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.